Kelly. It's Old Mom Monday night. It wasn't enough that I just did Old Mom Sunday night. It's Old Mom Monday night. And you know why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because the big old FB suspended me because last night I did a video just minding my own business, and I compared my children to, trying to think of a way so I don't get banned again, people who, it's the opposite of home full, it would be home less, opposite of full, home. And I just said that's what it felt like living with teenagers. They're just sort of these like vague, random people you know, but you're like, do I know them? And they live in your house, and they eat your food, and they need money, lots of money, a lot. Like today, we bought a pair of tennis shoes. We went and ate lunch. I gave them each $60. I put them on an airplane. I know, wah, wah, wah. Poor Adrian problems. I should not have gone down that rabbit hole. Please, no one send me any messages, and don't start commenting. You're the one that sent them to boarding school. I know these things. Just give me a teensy bit of space. This is about how is anybody allowed to say anything on Facebook? I love Facebook. I love you. But I mean, I literally cannot, I'm just not allowed to say anything. Like, you know who I think does well on Facebook? People that have cats. You have a cat, and your cat, like, well, look, my cat's not even here. My cat wasn't there. Your cat, like, licks its own feet. Nothing else, though, because that would be inappropriate. I mean, I just don't get it. It's Monday night. This Monday was a little bit difficult. I didn't set my alarm, which is, oh, look, there comes the cat. I didn't set my alarm last night. So went to bed at 10. At 1, my 9-year-old got in the bed with us, which is, you know, the story of our life. And at 1:15, I decided I was going to go get in his bed. So I went and got in his bed, took my phone with me, and I woke up and was like, it's very bright outside. It's bright. It was 7:20. Okay, do you know what time we get up around here? 6:45. Yes, Cindy, it's like being an ATM machine. I would like a sweatshirt with just ATM machines all over it. Get rid of the kids and get more cats. Someone is always offended. I mean, I cannot take the offensiveness. Can people stop being offensive and stop canceling me? I mean, I don't deserve to be canceled. I do love my children. I mean, I'm just being funny. Ha ha. Funny, funny. You know we've lost free speech. But I mean, I thought social media was liberal. I'm not even that liberal. I'm like fairly conservative. You would not own a cat? I'd love a cat. But I mean, I get canceled. I mean, for heaven's sakes, I have on a sweatshirt with pickleball rackets. I mean, how could I get canceled? I'm like, you know, Miss June frickin' Cleaver. Turns 2023. Ooh, Jeanette just said her 8-year-old took his Swiss Army wife to school today and was almost expelled over it. Oh, yes. Yes, sirree, Bobby. I was volunteering in a classroom one day when a little girl had her Swiss Army knife in like first grade. Bad times. Dead no joke. We don't even have Swiss Army knives in this house in case Amos would try to take one. I will say, if you go to the airport, my dad has lost many a knife because he always carries one around in his pocket and then forgets, until he goes through security. The only thing bad I do in the airport is I always have a bottle of water. I mean, and they're like, is there anything in this thing? And you're like, no, there's nothing in there. And they're like, this water. I'm like, well, water. I mean, why'd you take my water? I'll drink it. They're like, no. Do you ever watch the show? This is so good. Do you ever watch the show To Catch a Smuggler? My parents, they really like it. And I will say it's good. They live down near Miami. So you watch this To Catch a Smuggler. This is not funny. I'm not making fun of anyone. I'm just saying that when the people come through and they're like, where did you, what's in your suitcase? And they're like, I'm just shopping. Like, what do you have in there? They're like, I bought some things. They're like, really? You have 598 pocketbooks that say Louis Vuitton. Are you aware that this is fake merchandise? Well, no, I didn't buy that. My brother's cousin gave it to me. He wanted me to send it home to his ma. She lives in Schenectady. I got to take it up there to her. You realize you're not allowed to carry stuff for other people. Well, I didn't know what it was going to be. I just went to the bathroom. They put the stuff in the suitcase, and then poof, I came out. What's worse, and this is not funny, but it's terrible. I'm not even going to tell it because I'll get canceled. It's amazing how many people bring raw meat. Really? Raw meat? I wish they would get me. I would like for Border Control to get a hold of me. I could ask so many questions. They'll never get me. I mean, they're like, that person looks like a huge pain in the butt. Normally, they're like, is there something in your pocket? I'm like, no. Or they'll say, you need to take your jacket off. I'm like, I don't have on anything under it. Which is, of course, a total lie because I don't have to take off my sweatshirt. No. I'm taking off my sweatshirt. Or I'll say I don't have on a bra. Some guy swallowed 90 bags of cocaine. I can't take the people swallowing the drugs. I feel bad for them. Hey, Lori. I mean, I really do feel bad for the people swallowing the drugs. Because if you swallowed 90 bags of drugs, you clearly are desperate for money. That's what I think. I mean, that I really do feel bad for people. I can't even laugh at them. That is terrible. No. But if I had swallowed the drugs and I got in there and they said, did you swallow drugs? You need to say, yes, I did. And I need to go to the hospital immediately because the jig is up. They are going to find out about you. Are you getting kicked off? So I'm not getting kicked off. Maybe I'm being a wee bit dramatic. I do a live video and it's called monetization. I make money on ads. Every Sunday night, I do Sunday night old mom video. People love old mom Sunday night videos. We talk, we shoot the shootsy. Well, last night, I just said something that evidently was, offensive about my own children. I don't see anybody else trying to take these children. I mean, I feed them, I clothe them, I educate them. I order books on Amazon and read them like this. Air Force Academy Admissions Secrets. I mean, I love these frickin' children. But I did say that they remind me of home plus the opposite of the word less. No. Home plus the opposite of the word full. I just gave myself away. They remind me of people that I don't know that just live in my house and I'm supposed to pay for. And then they don't hardly talk to me. Cindy is dying to know if I saw Lori's live today. No, Cindy, I did not see a live today. I was taking people to the airport, and then I went to church, and then I went to a town hall meeting, and then I got Amos to bed, and then I gave him his medicine, and then I waited for him to throw up, and he didn't, which was wonderful. I took a shower. I worked. I mean, I know y'all think I sit around and watch videos. I do videos, but I don't watch the darn videos. What did you say? I didn't say anything. That's the problem. Condoms with drugs in them. Jig. It's gig. I thought it was the jig is up. Is it gig? It was only 15 minutes. I know. So the video had made $10, and then this morning it made nothing. Well, my friend Kate Smithson of Finding Cooper's Voice said to me, well, what are they going to do with that $10? What if 1 million people they did that to, and they all lost their $10? Who gets to keep it? The FB. That's who gets to keep it, the FB. And the people that watch my videos don't know what the FB is, I assure you, because I email with these people. These people ask me questions like, we know you are sad over your monetization. We want to help you. Have you considered setting up a Facebook page? Well, yes, I have. I have one. You must read the rules. Here are the rules. You can't say anything or we're going to ban you. I mean, I'm not kidding. Come be a subscriber. I seem to be free on my subscriber page. Though today my subscriber video was not monetized because I was in the frickin' TJ Maxx or Marshall's and there was music in the background. And then some person, ABBA, who owns that song, says, she's stealing our music. Well, I mean, what? I can't help but be in a store. I said every 5 minutes, Facebook, I do not own this music. But no, I'm out. Please stop calling yourself an old mom. You know, I'd rather call myself an old mom now while I still look okay. And then when I'm an old mom, I'll just call myself like decrepit mom. I might be decrepit mom by Wednesday night because I have to work concessions for 4 hours at school, at the high school, for my daughter's track meet. Which means I have to call Lisa Ferraccio at the Pizza Hut and see what kind of special she's going to give me on pizzas. So we can save money up and maybe one day we'll get new track uniforms because that's what we do when we're mothers. Yeah, that's right. The store is stealing the music. Deborah, darn it. You are so smart. I can't take it in here. Do you want to see, though, what I got at Marshall's today? You've never been acknowledged, Paula, and you're a new subscriber. Well, Paula, it's your lucky day. You are being acknowledged. I hope you're coming to my weekend in October. Okay, are you ready? Look what I got today. You know what these are? Treatons. These are Treatorns. And I would just like to say that they're very soft inside. Are they not so good looking? So I love bags and I love shoes, mainly because no matter what you weigh, they always fit, right? Hello, how are you, Stephanie? I'm good. Real excited about these. I mean, few things in life make me as excited as a new pair of Treatons. They were $29.99 too. $29.99. Oh, there's my cat. See? Look, FB. Look at this nice cat. We're not going to say anything mean. Look. Purr. This is what happens when a tiny little kitten pops in your yard under your trampoline. We did not know who this kitten belonged to. No, we didn't, did we, Tiptoe? Did you get the pink shirt? Yes, I got the pink shirt. See, you were watching my video earlier today. Okay. Old Mom Monday night has got to go up and go to bed before she eats again. I had 2 plates of spaghetti at the church meeting. And I've been taking Wegovy. Hey, Tawana. Yay. If you tell me you're a new subscriber, you'll always get a shout out. I had 2 plates of spaghetti because I need to get some more Wegovy. I did get the pink top, Marissa. I did. I got the pink top. So tomorrow's Tuesday, and it's going to be exciting. Subscribers, I'll see you in the morning for a little coffee chat. This morning, I didn't get up quite early enough because I was worried I had the stomach bug. But I think it was just all in my head. So then I talked myself out of it. Yes, I took Amos to church this evening. So my youngest son, I have 3 sons and a daughter, Amos, he's 9. I was not going to take him to church tonight, but for Lent, most people give up stuff like chocolate or alcohol or cigarettes or, all those wonderful things. Well, I took on something. Hi, Katie, welcome. I think your videos are wholesome. Darn it. Thank you, Paula. I took on taking my 9-year-old to church. I just have to say I love Kimberly's name on Facebook. It's Kimberly the Shovel. I mean, that makes me want to go to like a wrestling match. Kimberly the Shovel. The video tomorrow morning is going to be at 8:15. Yes, that's right, Kathy. Michael Jackson jacket? No, I didn't get any Michael Jackson jacket. Oh, I did try that on today. Now, so I started taking Amos to church. We've been taking Amos to church, but regularly. And Lenten programs are Monday night, and they're a great time to take him. Love the color of your hair. Well, I clearly went from not coloring it, Tiffany, to coloring it. Lori, do you think it's too blonde? It's awfully blonde. I don't want to look like a fakey schmakey. And he did well. I stopped at Barnes & Noble and bought him some new books that I had not seen. So he had a new Lego book. Hey, Deanne, welcome. Your 3rd live. And he did pretty well. He sat upstairs in church with me. My husband, I noticed, sat downstairs. And he did not run around. He did want to. He doesn't like to sit near me. And he talked a little bit. At one point, he sneezed. And, well, he sneezed. And something came out of his nose, which he caught and then threw. It'll make you feel good. But he was pretty good. His one shoe, the little Velcro kept coming undone, and he sits with his feet over the railing that looks down below. And I'm sure people basically just watch him for entertainment. And I was like, if that darn shoe falls over the fricking railing, my husband might have a heart attack. But it did not. And he did really well. Then we went to church to eat, and he doesn't eat spaghetti. But he ran around. And then my husband was going to take him home so I could stay for the meeting. Yay, Paula. And then he ran all the way back to church. So then I had to walk my husband and the child back to the truck, put him in the car so I could go back and listen to the town hall meeting. We're trying to get a new priest. We need a new priest. We had a priest, and then he skedaddled to a big parish, and we need one. So we're kind of doing the, what does everybody want, in a priest. which is really an interesting discussion to talk about what you want. Like, some people say, like, I want a really good sermon and I want a, this. Like, I like a good sermon, but I said this during the meeting. I don't care if somebody like plagiarizes a sermon. I mean, if somebody wants to go on YouTube and find a great sermon and give it to me, I will take it. There are zillions and zillions of sermons out there. We haven't heard them all. You know what I want, though, that you can't fabricate? I want somebody that is nice and that knows my kids' names and that knows my name, and that if they hear I'm got a broken leg, they're like, I'm going to bring you a pizza. That's the kind of person I want. I don't care if they're not a good businessman. Somebody else can do that. William, I can see you. Do I want to see you? But so I just want somebody that's a neighbor and like a friend and wants to be in our community and love our people. Hey, Marcia. Marcia. You have to look up to see anything old or new. FB is not your friend. You searched for 3 years. Well, we have Father Bob. He's filling in for us, and we love him, which is nice. But my friend George said, I want our kids to have this relationship with a priest. And we don't have it right now. We do have a great youth minister, which is awesome. So, yeah, I just want somebody nice that, like, wants to be here. Hey, Velvet, welcome from Texas. Do you care if male or female? No, I do not personally care. I'm sure there are probably some people that still want a man, but I had a woman priest that I got to know. Her name is Nancy Allison in Raleigh, and I thought she was great. I mean, that's not important to me. Yeah, I just want somebody that is like, I love being here. A nice family person. Yeah, and old, young, I don't really care. But somebody that's like, you want Mr. Rogers. Sorta. Maybe that's what I want. I want the sermon to be relatable. Yeah, so my friend Flint was saying tonight, he was like, I want a sermon where you leave, and maybe it was a good 15 minutes, and you leave later, and you're like, wow, and you think about it all day. It doesn't have to be, mind-bending, but just make me think, Hi, Nicola. In a nice way. Yeah, or call me, or if you need something, or, I don't know, just be my friend. Yes, thank you I love this sweatshirt too. So my friend from high school, her name is Bryn Kennedy. She has a store in Winston-Salem called Monkeys. I think there are like 50 monkeys around. And Monkeys in Winston-Salem sells this sweatshirt made by Queen of Sparkle. I'm not getting paid. I love your glasses. Where did you get them? I got them downtown in Edenton at North Number 4. They're readers. And my friend Mary Scott says they're slightly tinted, which I don't think I like that. Where are the young families not at church? I think that the young families will come to church if people act like they like them and they're welcoming to them. I think young families are, not that I'm one, are pulled everywhere, and they need to feel loved and wanted. That's what I think. Yeah, I think they need to feel like they can bring in a person with autism who may or may not lose a shoe over the balcony, and it's okay. That's how our Father Bob is, and it's like tonight, Father Bob, he wore a microphone because he and I talked about on Sunday morning at breakfast. We have breakfast at our church every Sunday. And I was like, I appreciate you talking louder because I know Amos can be disruptive. And he was like, no, he's not disruptive. I was like, well, I want other people to be able to hear you, and he's loud. So he had on his microphone tonight. Like he thought to himself, you know what? Amos has come to church. I'm going to talk so people can hear me. An hour and 15 minutes is a stretch for me. I could use like a 30-minute church service from start to finish, but it's only because I have Amos. I mean, you're sitting there worrying about shoes falling and nose boogies being thrown and our book's going to be dropped. And then he was stomping. It just goes on and on. But it's really been a good thing to do for Lent. Goswami Ji is an Indian medium. Goswami Ji, I am an Episcopalian. I don't think I'm allowed to talk to Indian mediums. Just kidding, FB. I love Indian mediums. Ban. I'm going to ban you from the stream, though. I love to ban somebody. I don't ban that many people. You would think I ban a lot of people considering how many messages I get. Oh my God. One person was like, I think you banned me by accident. I was like, no, I have not. I know who I banned. It's a short list. Yes, take your autistic son in his Batman PJs to church and not get judged. Exactly. That's all we want. And my church is pretty good. I mean, they're doing a really nice job at accepting Amos. He is not a terribly easy person to accept necessarily. I mean, he doesn't always speak to you. He might, take your drink. No, Mary Scott is just my friend. Mary is also my friend, but Angie's Amos's caregiver. You're a buddy at church, said Natasha. Oh my gosh, I need a buddy at church. Yeah, Sarah, that really was a good story. And then I've got to go to bed. Amos was on, when was it? It was, you were so amazing. I don't trust you. Are you about to try to get me to show you some of my privates? Amos at church on Christmas Eve went to the restroom, and then he came out. Now, I was downstairs because I was helping to do the pageant. And yes, it's a pickleball sweatshirt. And he came out of the bathroom, and he was loud because, he struggles with whispering. And somebody said, shh, probably in a nice way. And he said, don't shush, Amos. You say, yay, Amos. Yeah, Merry Christmas. It's funny. Carry on, my people. We'll see if the FB put me on the suspension. Subscribers, see you in the morning. Why would you ban an Indian medium? Cynthia, I didn't ban like a real Indian medium. It was a spammer. And when somebody says they're an Indian medium and they want me to send them my Cash App, then that means that they're not safe. No safe. And they didn't spell medium right. If you're a real Indian medium, you would spell it right, I think. Maybe I'm just evil. I don't know. Indian medium, I need your Cash App. No, me no give Cash App. Don't give anybody your Cash App. This is how elderly people get scammed out of billions of dollars a year. They give their Cash App. And if your granddaughter says she's in England and she's broke and needs money, she ain't in England. It's not her. My mother, she's not watching this right now because she would speak up. So I have access to my mother's Facebook account, which is very important. Cynthia said I got. I was like, Mom, you'll get spammed. She was like, oh, I don't get spammed. Well, her Facebook was getting hacked all the time. So I go into her Facebook, into her messages. And when you get a Facebook message, yes, Susan Blair loved her dress. And the message says, hello, how are you? And it's all one sentence with no commas and no capital letters. It should scream at you like this. That's pretend. That's actually not a real person. So what a person has done is they have taken one of your friends' names and they have put it, Tracy just said I'm in trouble. Oh my gosh. I mean, I probably will. And they have taken your friend's name and started an account. So my mother's account says this. It might say her brother, Rob Thorpe. Hello, how are you? Well, my mother, instead of being like, that's a strange message from my brother or my college friend or whatever, she will say, well, I'm good. How are you? How's Joyce? What's happening? She goes into like a full diatribe conversation. I'm like, Mom, you have got to check these people. You've got to make sure that they have more than one friend. It's important. Oh, Cynthia, well, I get that. Seriously, Ariana. Okay, Ariana, come on over and join my subscriber page. Why is Siva Lola Polly calling me Mom? Siva, I'm not your mama. William's calling me a genius. Y'all are making me nervous. I feel like y'all about to get me. Maybe give me a present. Send my Cash App out. Yes, they're pickleball rackets. Carry on, people.